Hello BookTube, my name is David. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to start the day off this afternoon, evening with a quick little book haul, but before I get to that, I wanted to shine some light on what may be the best video I have ever seen on BookTube. Now that's not a slight to all the other wonderful videos, but a new to me BookTube channel, BookTube with Simon and Amy, made a video where they have a disagreement on what the best Shakespearean play is. And so they're divided between Hamlet or Macbeth. And so they make a whole video about it where they're talking about all the reasons on each side, and it even goes into a little rap battle. So I'll have that link down below. Go check it out. It's awesome. They've got an announcement where they'll, announce the winner from BookTube and have some channel announcements coming up on the 15th, which is just a couple days away. So if you haven't, go watch it, go subscribe to them. It looks like they do outstanding stuff on BookTube. And I'm looking forward to seeing what other content that they have. I am, of course, firmly on Team Hamlet. Hamlet is my absolute favorite Shakespearean play, will always be my favorite Shakespearean play. The characters, the humor, the play within a play, the soliloquies, all of it adds together to have a masterful Shakespearean experience. And yeah, we won't be reading this in September when I'm going through 4 Shakespearean plays. As a reminder, in September, we'll be going through 4 of the history plays: Richard II, King Henry IV, Parts 1 and 2, and King Henry V. But Hamlet is well worth your time if you have not already read it. Now, book haul. So, a week or two ago, I shared a little bit of a book haul, part birthday book haul and then part of stuff that came from my local library, who had 2 carts outside where they had books out there that were for free, and I got a Ray Bradbury book and a couple of others, including The Republic by Plato, and I was super excited about it. And I had assumed, foolishly, that there would be no more gold to mine from that. So this past Saturday, I was out running errands that morning, decided, hey, I'm close to the library, I'm just going to stop and see what else is in that cart, see if, maybe it's been restocked. This cart it's free books, free for the taking. And these are packed full. It's got a couple of VHS movies in there as well. But I feel like I hit the jackpot even more than the time before. Now, I didn't get a Ray Bradbury book, but I got some great books for my collection. And so I'm going to share some of them with you right now. So we have The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. I know nothing about this book. I know George Eliot. I've read Middlemarch. I loved Middlemarch far more than I ever expected to. It's about time I give George Eliot a second try. Victober is coming up here pretty soon. What will I be reading for Victober? I don't know. I'm going to try to connive and swindle my way into having Kate Howe and Tori from Hufflepuff Discovery to choose a book each for me to read in Victober, because both of them love Victorian literature, so I'd love to get more in that. Next, we have a Signet Classic, 41 Stories by O. Henry. Now, O. Henry, if you don't know, he wrote a lot of short stories, but the one that most people probably have heard of is The Gift of the Magi, which is in this collection. But there's 40 other short stories that I've never read, never heard of. This is only 400 and some pages, so about an average of 10 pages a story. This is something that I could, sit down and do a story a day and get through most of it in a month. Now, it's Jane Austen July, as everybody knows, and while it wasn't in my cards to reread any of the Jane Austen novels, I did get myself a nice little copy, a Penguin Classic, of Emma by Jane Austen. So now I have my first Jane Austen rehaul back onto my shelf. Next, we have one that I'm excited about. So it is Uncle Vanya and Other Plays by Anton Chekhov. Love Russian literature. I'm yet to, I believe, run into anything Russian literature that I didn't like. And so this has got the Cherry Orchard, which I know I've heard the Cherry Orchard as being a really good play. It also has the Seagull, Uncle Vanya, the Three Sisters, the Anniversary, the Bear, and the Proposal. I know nothing about any of them other than I know the Cherry Orchard is supposed to be good, and I know Anton Chekhov is good. I think I just read The Bet by him, a short story, this past month, and really enjoyed that one. Next, we have a book that I know nothing about, but it is small. It's vintage. You know, you've got that nice yellow side of the paper, and it is fantasy. So it is Song of Sorcery by Elizabeth Scarborough. Haven't read anything by her, don't know this author, don't know anything about this book, but it's free. It's a short fantasy. Why not, right? Next, we have a nice hardcover, Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. Haven't read it. I know it's a classic. I know it's something I need to read. Now I have a copy. Why not? This one is translated by Francis Stiegmuller. So hopefully it's a good one. This one, I'm not so sure if it's going to be a good one or not, or how soon I'll get to it. But The Queen's Fool by Philippa Gregory. I have strong recognition of the author. Haven't read anything by the author, but it's set in a period that I think would be an interesting, I'm assuming this is historical fiction, an interesting read. Now, next we have The Red Badge of Courage. I have not read this in a long time. Stephen Crane. This is an illustrated one, so it's got nice little illustrations in there. It's got some commentary. It's got definitions of words in there. This will be a nice way to get back through. It's got questions at the back, and I mean this looks like it's a student guide, maybe a student version for the book. So it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. Presented in 3 parts: introduction to the writer, characters saying the story itself, and a study guide to help you understand what you've read. So this will be a good way to get through that. Now, the last 2, I've saved arguably the 2 I'm most excited about for last. Now, we have another vintage fantasy book. This one I have heard of the author and the story, but have not read them yet. Elric of Melnibone. So this is book 1 of the Elric Saga. I'm excited for this. I've heard of the series, I've heard of the author, I know I need to read the author. He might even be on my Appendix N challenge. So I'm really pumped to get into that. But the MVP find, I believe, because it is one of these lovely Norton critical editions, is Faust by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I've never read Faust. I've always wanted to read Faust. I love Norton critical editions. I have a soft spot for them. When I see one in the store, I'm inclined to get one. A couple months ago, I got a $1 copy at a Goodwill of a Norton critical for Dracula and was super happy about that. This is an even better value at free. So there's my book haul. I think I did pretty good. I got my money's worth, that's for sure. Even if they all turn out to be disappointing, which I know they won't all be disappointing. So again, go check out BookTube with Simon and Amy. I'll have them linked down below. I have a book haul. If time allows, I'm going to try to get in a tag yet for Tag Tuesday. It's a long one. I've been putting it off for about 3 weeks. It's about time I get to the in or out tag. So I'm going to try to get to that yet tonight. If I don't, I'll still get it up sometime this week in compensation. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and have a great day.